Are the butters more burgery?
Back in 1819 when I had the devil stones in my penis.
Yeah, she's real methy, but it's your soulmate because you don't deserve nice things.
I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip-flops.
And welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a dapper day.
Episode 9.
How's everybody doing out there in America this week?
Happy Dapper Day.
Welcome to the show. This is Fast Finger Slim.
And Drama.
And as always, we are down here in the Dapper Dad's Dungeon bringing you some premium entertainment
some raw,
every single week.
Uncut content.
Something that we are trying to get into the habit of before we get into the show is just giving some information at the beginning instead of the end. So if you're listening, thank you for tuning in this week.
Yes.
We have several places where we can be listened to on many different formats. We are on iTunes. We are on Google Play. We are on SoundCloud. We are...
But SoundCloud is just the first 2 episodes because of the restrictions.
So if you're looking for the new stuff, stay off of SoundCloud. But we are on YouTube now. We're uploading the episodes every single week.
Yep.
Check us out on Facebook.
Bandcamp. We're also on Bandcamp, which is a healthy alternative to SoundCloud.
We are also on Stitcher. And once again, if you use Stitcher... let us know how it works, because we do not know.
We're also in like TuneIn and like a bunch of other ones that are just like catch-alls. So
I mean, as long as it's out there, that's what I really care about.
You'll find it. We also have a beautiful newish website, www.thedapperdads.com.
It's fantastic. It's brand new. It has
you can stream directly from there.
It has links for everything. So if you'd rather not do a website, you can get it on your preferred streaming format also. We have a phone number where we can be reached at any time of day, 24/7, 365. Call us, text us, leave us voicemails, and you might hear
it in the show if you leave a voicemail.
That's good. Get your stuff featured on the Dapper Dads podcast every week. So that phone number is
402-7-DAPPER. That's also 402-732-7737. Call us. You can also email us at dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com. You can also submit directly from the website, so give us fucking whatever you want, you beautiful bitch.
I told someone about the submissions on the website, and they were going to submit something in front of me, but then they were like, no, I don't want you to see it. And I was like, okay, well.
Great.
So we'll just have to check our inbox and see if we've gotten something strange in there.
Oh, I'm hoping for some strange.
Just a couple of shout-outs I'd like to give at the beginning of the episode. We do like to thank people for supporting us, and we've gotten some lovely feedback this week. My friend Emilio texted me and said, as soon as you talked about Migos and the haunted house on Dapper Dads, I thought about Scooby-Doo, and then you fucking said it. This podcast gets me. Ha ha ha. Joe Budden is the monster.
Yes, in case you missed the last episode, go listen to it.
He said, hopefully some witches hear it and think I'm a big deal and sling me a piece of that cauldron brewing between their thighs with 5 tongues and 5 little spit emojis. At which point I said, I'm just going to give out your full government name on the show so the witch pussy can just come straight to you.
Name, witch pussy. We're really intertwined.
And he said, my dick is going to get more attention than Jack Nicholson and Witches of Eastwick.
Wow, this is getting
topical.
Topical.
There's been, so that was the main feedback. I feel like there was more, but we can get to that later in the show.
We're so overwhelmed with positive love.
We've been getting lots of wonderful things.
Our heads are getting
into the
big,
show.
and I can't wait to ignore everyone.
I had a friend text me on the drive here, actually, and it was my friend Matt, and he said that he misses me so much, and he's glad that he gets to hear me every week through the Dapper Dad. So we are spreading joy every week. Matt, thank you for listening. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thank you guys. We love you.
We love everybody who listens to this. Thank you for supporting the show. And as always, contact us. Get a hold of us some way. We give you everything in the world that you can contact us on, literally. Get in touch with us. Talk to us.
Touch us.
Touch us. Literally, reach through your phone and touch us.
Reach out and touch us.
Just cut in Marilyn Manson's Personal Jesus for 5 minutes. So this episode is going to be a special episode for us. This is going to be the Dapper Dads Would You Rather special.
Yes. It's going to get real nasty.
So we've gotten some fantastic submissions today. We got some submissions from Shout Out Matt.
Yes.
His actually I wanted to talk about first because I was with a group of people yesterday and we were looking up different good Would You Rathers for the show today. And we discussed his for about 15 minutes because...
oh, you weren't supposed to discuss them. I was supposed to be candid right now. Podcast through. And thank you. That was episode 9. Find us on the internet.
You just cut my mic.
Yep.
Just going to be you for the rest of the show?
Yeah, just me. Like, would I rather kill Slim or have him die of natural causes?
We both know the answer to that. So the first would you rather question we're going to get started off with on the show here today is, would you rather cut off one of your nipples with a razor blade or rip every hair from your body by hand or with tweezers?
This one is very easy to me. I'm definitely cutting a nipple
Oh,
off.
absolutely cutting the nipple. Now, here's the thing. This sparked a 10-minute debate amongst my friend circle about what was defined as the nipple. Because because you have to think, is it just the protruding part that's the nipple? Is it the area around the nipple?
It's the whole thing.
With the areola and everything?
Yeah.
See, now we got into a big fight about this because, sometimes, and I mean, I'm a man who's seen breasts in his life. I mean, they're out
Must
there.
Must be nice. One day I'll find them.
Someday you'll get to find it.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm so quick to jump to cutting off the nipples, because I don't really know what we're working with.
Doesn't even know what it looks like.
I have an idea.
But it's a very wrong idea. He tried sketching it out for me before the show, and I was like, that is...
It's just spiders.
Spiders be big like this. That is a very old Dapper Dad reference.
Yeah, that was way before.
That is like prehistoric Dapper Dad references. Like, they're going to find that painted on a cave wall somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, so what I said was that there was one time I was in a tattoo shop and there was a girl getting her nipples pierced in there.
Yeah.
And she had what was later described by the artist doing it to me as pancake nipples.
Oh, yeah.
Because she just had the huge areolas.
The dinner plate nipples.
So yeah, and so are we talking like cutting that whole thing off with... Okay.
You have to like not be able to see nipple.
Because what was established by my group of people was we looked up the textbook definition of what a nipple is. And a nipple, by definition, is just the protruding part of it. The areola and the area around it doesn't count. So we decided that if you were to cut off your nipple with a razor blade, you just have to get the tipple of the nipple when you just take the razor.
No, it's got to be the whole thing.
So it's the whole... So
whole thing.
So you would
I know a kid who a dog jumped up and bit his nipple off when he was younger. And when I met him, he used to show people and he just doesn't have a nipple. And that's what I'm picturing. Like, there can't be a nipple.
I had...
No nipple residue.
I had a friend in high school. I won't call him a friend. It was a guy I knew. And he told me...
Shout out to him. Full government name.
I don't even know his full government name.
Oh, yeah, then you weren't friends.
But he told me that he pierced his own nipples 3 times with a, like, festival button.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I just get it really hot with a lighter, but it gets harder to poke through each time because of all the scar tissue. He's like, after 3 times, I don't want to do it anymore.
Was it a on the waterfront button? Topical?
No, you want topical? It was a Byron Fest button. That's,
oh, God.
That's how topical.
That's what you used to pierce your nipple, you fucking degenerate.
It was probably from Mount Morris.
Oh, God. Shout out.
Shout out, Mount Morris. So we're definitely going with the nipple?
Yeah, I think we're both on the same
All right,
page
we are
on
both
that.
on slicing the nipple off completely.
Good, yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to do it.
The other one, shout out, Matt posted for us was, would you rather go to a church in rural Alabama and try to convert a Baptist congregation to Satanism or kick a puppy to death? And then he commented, but you have to actually try, no half-assing it. So you can't just kind of like nudge the puppy until it goes away. You have to like, I'm picturing American History X, the puppy, and like just curb stomp the shit out of it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not kicking a puppy.
No, I'm not. We don't condone violence against puppies, especially.
Yeah,
I mean, like if you're
that's
being
like the most.
If you're being an asshole, I condone violence a little bit. But like, if not, what did a puppy ever do to anybody?
Yeah, it's like those questions like, would you kick a puppy, or like, would you strangle a puppy with your bare hands to death for $5 million?
I don't see myself ever okay, maybe it's just because like I'm so disconnected from like money and everything like that, but like I don't ever see myself needing $5 million bad enough that I would have to harm a small defenseless animal for it.
See, $5 million makes me think about it because I need money. See, like, shit, me too.
Like shit, me too. Like money sounds good, but like, is it worth the price? Your soul is worth $5 million at that point because that's what you sold your soul.
I'll sell my soul for a lot less if I don't have to kill the puppy.
We are just writing
$900. PayPal.
We are on.
I'll give you a piece of paper that says Bart Simpson's soul.
Pay him in Bitcoin that says Bart Simpson's soul. So I'm glad to know we're riding 2 different waves as people, and it only costs $900 for you to get kick a puppy to death.
No, that's not what was said.
That is absolutely what was said.
I said my soul. My soul is very cheap. Kicking a puppy is rather expensive.
So a puppy for $5 million, your soul for $900.
I didn't say I would kill the puppy. Let's clear this up. I would definitely think about it. $5 million cash right now.
I'm trying to besmirch your name live so that like we can't go back and edit it.
Wow, that's real kind of you. It's like we're working together.
It's almost like we're friends or something like that. that.
Beautiful. But yeah, so what was, you have to teach Satanism?
Teach Satanism to a congregation of Southern Baptists, which
That would just be fun to me.
I mean,
like, it's not even bad.
I mean, I don't think I would be able to successfully do it.
No, I could get one. Like, how big?
I could
like
probably
30 people.
Yeah,
I
let's
could
say
get one.
let's say like a small white church. You know, like you picture like a Southern congregation.
Yeah.
You know, like out in like the middle of nowhere. I'm thinking like 30, 40 people at best.
Are you thinking
maybe.
like Red State?
Yeah, I'm actually yeah. If we could pick red,
Yeah.
I was okay. So there was a time in my life where I dated a girl whose family was from Kansas, and her family was very religious, and the church they went to was like the Red State, small, white. Like it was, yeah. It wasn't a bad experience. It's just one of those things where like the first time you see it, it's like, oh yeah. And I think Red State had come out around that time, and it was like the first time I had ever been there, and it was just it was an experience, you know.
First time I watched Red State, I was in a trailer with a girl in the middle of nowhere, like a very small trailer, not like a real trailer.
So
like,
when the trailer scene came up,
yeah, it was like something I shouldn't have watched in the middle of wherever, some country back roads, in like a small one-person trailer where there was like a kitchen and a bed, and that was it. And she was living in a trailer in the middle of nowhere for some reason.
Like if you got a husky, you probably shouldn't watch John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah. That's it was intense. Oh god. I think it'd be fun to throw some
I think the Dapper Dads convert a congregation to Satanism would be like a fun episode of a TV show. Yeah. Like that would be really, really
That's
good.
what we're pitching when you guys finally come to us and say you guys.
Yeah, when someone says they want to put us on actual broadcast television, we'll be like, okay, but we want to be dared to do things to people.
Yes. So yeah, that's a good one. I want to jump in with one of my favorite.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Would you rather's? It's possibly my favorite one. Would you rather catapult a baby or catch a catapulted baby?
Okay, now
I know we can't, and I've done this one a lot, and people get too into the details with this.
See, but that's how I feel like every would you rather goes, because you have to get into.
So I'm go ahead.
Okay, here's my questions, but I want you to lay down the law with this. Do you have any way to prepare how to catch the baby, or like are you able to set up like mattresses or like one of those firefighter trampolines? Are you just like walking along and suddenly you hear like whoop, and you see like you just hear
take the baby, catch the baby.
This kid, that would be the right thought to have. Catch the baby, not take the baby.
This is how it works. Is you have the knowledge. There's a bunch of people watching, and either or people are going to watch you knowingly catapult the baby or knowingly get ready to catch the baby. You can prepare your hand with whatever you see fit. A baseball glove, oven mitt,
but nothing like obscene. Like you can't have like a mattress held up to help try and catch the baby.
It's got to be
something like you can hold in your hand or use on your hand.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like a baseball glove or an oven mitt.
How old is the baby? Like new baby, like 6-month-old baby, because like they grow pretty fast. I feel like if
newborn, 10 pounds.
Okay, a 10-pound newborn. So catch a 10-pound newborn.
Yes.
In front of a crowd of people expecting me to catch the 10-pound.
They're
newborn.
hoping you catch it.
What kind of sick, fucked up like dystopian society are we in where they're
the
like
one I'm waiting for?
Throw the baby.
Yeah. It's where it goes like back in time. But somehow we're like killing. There's too many people, so we're getting rid of the babies, and this is the only way we see fit to teach people not to have the babies. But yeah, so
I would say catch the baby because I could not because I was doing some research
about catching babies. No, it's been catapulted. I know it's in my Google search history.
I was researching witch pussy.
Witch pussy, and then it was also like, did you mean catch a catapulted baby? And you're like, Google's crazy.
Google be wild, and Google's out here knowing my thoughts. No, I would say catch the baby because I think there's a lot of like moral guilt that would come from catapulting the baby that I would carry, and I don't think that I possess enough.
Pizzazz.
Like
I don't possess the pizzazz to catapult a baby.
I don't possess the pizzazz. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I don't possess the pizzazz oven to catapult a baby. Mama.
Yeah, I would definitely catch the catapulted baby. I think I could too if you throw out one of those like arms behind you. You know what I mean? You get under the baby.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Get it up high, and then right when it is about to hit your hand, you kind of like bring your arm down.
Well, because if you're thinking of it like a throw, it's coming as an overhanded lob. So you got to think how
you don't want to get in front of it and like that baby.
What I'm honestly thinking more like a football catch where you like kind of like dive it into your arms a little bit.
Maybe, but it's gonna.
It's risky.
And that trajectory is gonna be real low.
I know it's gonna knock you on your ass when you catch it.
It's probably the baby will.
The baby. Neither way, the baby's never gonna
When
live.
I've mentioned this before, someone was like, "Does the baby explode when it hits your hand?"
Well, you gotta think about that too.
It's gonna break something in your body.
Okay, because like
you signed up for it.
I mean, like, okay, the baby did not sign up for this. Someone signed up the baby for this.
How many cries does it take? Because people were like, "Well, the baby would be dead before it gets to your hand." I'm like, I don't care. In this world, the baby
point
lives.
is, I'm still
as long as you catch it. Fucking piece of shit.
This was the Giver sequel that nobody ever wrote.
But yeah, that's my favorite one, and I would definitely catch the
baby. Yeah,
catch the baby.
I'm hoping there's some of these where we at least disagree on a point, and we're not too similar.
A lot of times it's like pretty clear cut. That's one of the ones I feel like. You know what I mean?
This one has a lot of like thought process into it. There's like some math you got to do for it.
Oh fuck.
Okay, would you rather? Okay, so
yes.
In this,
I'll do both.
Next question. Okay, so the way this is set up is: would you rather have a 1 in 10 chance? So 1 in 10, a 10% chance every 15 minutes that the bath water you are in will turn into lava or spiders. So
I got to pick lava or spiders?
Yes. So, okay. So here's the setup. You're in a bath. And the way I did this
I was hoping. Well, I'm just not even in the bath, so it doesn't matter to me.
I've just been pissing my pants. Okay, so basically it's a 10% chance you're in a tub, and the way I set this question up is for an hour. So in every 15 minutes, 15-minute intervals, there's a 10% chance that the water would either become lava or spiders. And for spiders, at first I wanted to say it's like just non-harmful spiders, like small spiders, but I'm thinking like an eclectic mix of spiders, like a surprise grab bag.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta be
spiders.
And
what I'm saying
I
is,
love a surprise grab bag of spiders.
And this is like
come to our party. We have surprise grab bags of spiders.
We should start selling these with merch packs online. Yeah. Surprise bags of spiders.
Yeah, I know a guy.
You're gonna get a black widow or a daddy long legs. Nobody knows. Maybe both. God, that's a great idea. I hope nobody's done this, because you know how you used to be able to like glitter bomb people? You used to be able to like send like glitter dicks in the mail?
Yeah.
Why not a box of random spiders for people? I feel like there's a law somewhere that's like you can't mail assorted spiders to people.
Could you imagine? I hate spiders. Could you imagine?
Can you imagine just getting a box of spiders in your house? Like you're just like, this feels incredibly light, and then you open it up and it's spiders?
And they're like spring loaded somehow.
So you hate spiders?
Yeah.
Okay, so for this question, the way it's set up is there's a 10% chance every 15 minutes for 1 hour that the water will either become lava or spiders. But keep in mind, that's a 10% chance every 15 minutes. So there's a good chance that you could be in this bath for an hour and nothing will happen. Yeah. But every 15 minutes, there's a 10% chance it could happen. Would you rather have it be lava or spiders?
I'm gonna go lava.
I know, because I just want to die. I
don't want the spot. And do you have to like sit in it?
Well, because we also talked about this. Is it like the water suddenly coming out turns into lava or spiders? I think it's like a magic thing. Like we're catching the baby.
Yeah.
It's like instant.
Catching the baby isn't magic. That's just strategy.
It's magic that the baby lived. That's what's magical about it.
Babies are very durable.
They're resilient. They're just,
shake a baby and see what happens.
All the babies survived the recent hurricanes. They just bounce around. They're like, let's do it again.
Yeah, it's just flooded with babies.
Just flooded.
The hurricane is either lava or spiders.
The Dapper Dad's dungeon is now flooded with hurricane babies.
We're taking them in.
We took the babies.
Yeah, I'd go lava though.
I would definitely go lava because, okay, so what it is that it instantly turns. So like either you instantly are burned to death in lava or you are instantly surrounded by various spiders.
Yeah, lava.
Yeah. And my one friend actually said, I hate spiders so much that I would just plug my nose and go down into the water if it was fucking lava. Just so I didn't have to deal with spiders.
Well, yeah, you'd probably want to do that anyway just to, hurry up the death.
I mean, I feel like the death would be pretty instantaneous the second your body is caked in boiling hot lava.
I mean, you don't know.
Well, they say when you jump into a volcano, scientifically, you die of heat before your body even touches the lava. Like your body just starts melting before you even touch it.
I gotta test this.
How you can do anything you want, but some things you can only do once, and doing that is one of them.
Yeah, YOLO. You only jump in a volcano once.
Y'all been saying YOLO like your life means something. This was a dumb one, but I want to discuss it with you.
Perfect.
Would you rather discover the secrets of the Bermuda Triangle or get a pair of new shoes of your choice for free?
I'm taking the shoes.
Absolutely.
I don't give a fuck about the Bermuda Triangle.
What I think the right plan would be to get like those $20,000 like Nike
Air
like,
Mags?
Yeah, the Air Mags.
Yeah.
Sell them and use that money to discover the secrets of the Bermuda Triangle. But I also believe that those $20,000 shoes hold the secrets for discovering the secrets of the Bermuda Triangle.
So
like
just very...
you can't access to get to where they go without those shoes. It's like a quest item.
Yeah.
And so like I feel like you have to get the shoes to discover the secrets. So I really feel like there's no way to lose in this scenario.
Exactly. Those would definitely be the shoes I'd pick too. Also, like, I feel like the Bermuda Triangle isn't even popping anymore. You know what I mean? They throw a festival at it every year.
So it's like, how are you going to say it's like a big mysterious place where millions of people die if you're throwing a rager at it every year?
And the festival is always like, maybe we'll all disappear with Kendrick Lamar into another universe.
I would prefer the universe not take Kendrick Lamar away from me.
But if you're in the universe with him, and then it's a universe where everyone's a better rapper than him, and he's like, fuck.
He's like the Lil Pump of that universe.
Scared.
Hey man, just a scared about it.
The Bermuda Triangle was popping on like Unsolved Mysteries, but there's way better.
Back in like 2006 or something like that.
Oh, fucking like the 90s
mattered,
when I was a kid. I was always like, oh God, what about that? And then I forget that it exists for like 15 years on end until someone brings it up in a stupid question.
Like this?
Yeah.
So the shoes.
Yeah, shoes.
Absolutely shoes.
Send me Air Mags.
Nike, send us some Air Mags. We love your product.
Self-lacing Air Mags from the recent release, please. I'll also take Yeezys. This
one is also very, very good. Would you rather everyone you know be handed an entire book of everything you've ever searched for online?
Nope.
Or have everyone you ever know be handed a USB of every picture you've ever taken and downloaded?
Oh.
So in other words, would you rather mom and dad find out you like amputee Asian porn, or
they already know,
or have them see the dick pic you took in 11th grade?
I don't think I took a dick pic in 11th grade.
But think about it. So every picture you've ever taken, that means with like any phone, any camera, and also any picture you've ever downloaded. So any picture you've saved off the internet.
That's
any
what's
picture
weird.
That's
what gets bad.
Yeah, that's where it gets a little sketchy.
Oh, this is a good one, actually.
Because at first I would be like the internet search. Because like I don't search for that much weird shit on the internet. And I'm like an adult, so I'm smart about what to search for. This is like everything, like your entire life. Like you go to heaven and you get handed a book of all the shit you said about people.
God, I hope so.
I know, me too. That's
I hope heaven is
I
just
go
stats, where it's like how many times you've like...
How many pounds of shit you took.
Yeah, how many
cigarettes you smoke, how many gallons
alcohol,
of cum.
Burgers.
There's like a whole wall for like liquids. There's one. Two.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Okay.
Those snuck out. You might get something.
Somebody's gonna get something. Okay, I feel like
bag of my pubic hair.
Bag of our pubic.
Yeah.
I feel like
Which one is it?
Which one? I feel like what we need to start doing is not have a specified prize for people. But when it gets you just get something from the dads. We're not because like it's really easy to be like, okay, a copy of Cars 2, but like how much fun would it be to get like a random weird item from the dads? So that's gonna be I think that should be our new thing from here on out. 5 burps in an episode, and you get a weird item from the Dapper Dads if you claim it first. And that item can be anything.
Yeah.
So because that's part of our thing. We're about anything and everything.
We just sent them the podcast again.
We just send them information about the podcast. A transcript of a podcast that they can read.
Would be sick.
That would be awful. But the YouTube transcription of it, where it's trying to get the subtitles.
Oh yeah, that shit's... If you want to read some interesting shit, go watch one of our podcast episodes
with
on YouTube
subtitles
and do the subtitles. It does not know what we're saying at all.
It's if you want Slim's forbidden knowledge that he was talking about in episode 8. It's hidden.
That's where all the hidden shit really is.
It's hidden in the subtitles.
We know a guy at YouTube. But wait, back to this. Is it just like Google search? What if you search on Tumblr for really weird porn?
Everything. It's everything you've ever searched
for porn.
So yes. I actually knew a buddy at one point. Shout out to this guy. He ran a Tumblr that he had like one that was like aesthetics and music and stuff like that. Aesthetics. That's what I'd be screaming in downtown Rockford. Aesthetics. But he had one Tumblr which was like art and like music and stuff like that. And
we had the After Dark Tumblr.
Well, and then he sent me his After Dark Tumblr. He didn't send it to me. I found it one day, and then I was like, hey man, is this you? And he was like, yeah, this is me.
Was
And-
it him? Like,
No, it wasn't him
Okay.
in it, but like I knew what it was because
Yeah.
like sometimes he would like share a risque picture from
Oh,
it
yeah.
on his normal one.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm like, I like how that ass looks. And so like I would go onto that Tumblr and it was just like throat fucking like, bitches. Like it was just like disgusting like gifs.
Tumblr fucks you because the gifts are so incredible.
So
no
incredible.
sources.
None.
So you spend a couple hours on a Sunday really doing the research to figure it out. The video's underwhelming because black and white makes everything
Everything
look
looks
better.
so much
and then
better.
you find it and you're like, well, this isn't even that good. That
It's
was
'cause-
literally the best 3 seconds, and they made it black and white, so it felt more sensual. And I'm just at a loss.
It's because you
But
lo-
I've done too
it's-
much work.
It's because you love that Tumblr pornography aesthetics.
We gotta seize this already.
No, I'm not stopping this shit. I'm just gonna say that word from now on in public to people.
Yeah, we'll have to get into that. Fuck, this is I guess I'd go with the searches.
Here's my thing. Mama didn't raise a bitch. I don't have any shame. So like if I don't really care if anybody gets either one. I would definitely give them the book because first of all, when you give somebody a book this thick in modern society, nobody's gonna read it. They're just gonna
Yeah.
take it and like throw it on a shelf and never. They might browse through it and be like,
It'd
"Oh,
be fun to flip up into a random page and be like,
And
on
be like-
December 22nd, 2006, Slim looked up big beefy assholes. And you're like, well, I don't even know what gender that is. Who fucking knows?
you know, we're looking."
Because I feel like I've Googled, like,
I feel like I've Googled shit not out of interest, but out
Yeah.
of curiosity.
Yeah.
And because
Yeah,
it's like,
I've Googled
because
some things.
because here's the thing. I think everybody has this to a point, but I feel like you and me specifically have like that bug in our brain
Yeah.
where it's like you just have to see what it's about, you know? And it's like, even if it's fucking disgusting and it's just something that's completely unnecessary and gross and like, oh fuck, what the fuck is that? I'm still gonna look.
Yeah.
Because I have to know everything about it. It's just who I am as a person. I can't apologize for it. I'm not a bitch.
and I also will be like, oh, is it like, what if there's blood in my shit? Not like there is, but just
Right,
for
but
some
you-
reason,
but
I'm like,
like-
that looks different. Why is it like this? And I like, yeah, it's just random things like that. So I feel like reading it, people would be like, what's up with his body? Is he physically okay? Because he's constantly like, knee pain, gonorrhea, question mark? Because I thought, like, I was told this.
Dick pus? Question
Yeah,
mark?
dick pus, one ball. Lower than other, question mark.
I think everybody has that.
Yeah, that's normal, guys. Don't trip about
Yeah,
that.
guys, if your balls are uneven, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
That's
I read it
normal.
in a book when I was in 5th grade.
And
It
God
was a
knows
pamphlet.
anything printed in a book can't be wrong.
Yeah, it was a pamphlet for kids whose balls were dropping. Fun times.
Fun times ahead.
I'm gonna reprint it.
Gonna give them out with the spider bag.
Yeah. But
I would go with the book with the web searches, honestly. Because
I would too.
Okay,
The
because
pictures.
here's the thing. I've taken some incriminating, and not like incriminating pictures, but like I've taken some pictures of questionable taste. One of people who probably would not want those pictures being out where everyone, because that's the thing with the searches, it's just you that's getting put on blast.
Yeah.
With the pictures, it's other people that are getting put on
Oh
blast.
yeah.
Because it's like
Yeah.
I mean like I'm not saying like I take pictures of people for like evidence or stuff. Like I have pictures from like parties and like hangouts with people, and it's like some people
Yeah,
probably
I-
shouldn't see some of those. And it's like it's not even ones that I like still have anymore, but like I have taken in the past.
Yeah, I've taken some things now that I'm thinking.
And so
about
it's like
it.
I wouldn't want those people to see it. Because like I'm not a snitch. I'm about completely not snitching on anybody. And I feel like
Yeah.
that book is like a snitch Bible for somebody who's just looking to get people I know in trouble.
Yeah, and then they have to figure out like whose butthole is this?
Right? They're like, whose dick and one lower testicle
Because it's
is
just
this?
10 gigs of buttholes. It's
And they're
one
just
of
got to
them.
click through the whole thing.
Yeah, I do feel like one of the benefits of the pictures is people be like it got gross really quickly,
And then I just turned it
yeah,
off.
I just stopped. I burned everything. But yeah, I would still go with internet searches because everyone, you can't find one person in this world whose internet
hasn't
search
searched up
isn't
something
fucking
weird.
as
Yeah.
fucking nasty bitch.
We'll
shit.
Folks, call the number and send in your nastiest web search that you can remember.
Yeah, just text us without context your nastiest web search.
And we will talk about it on next week's episode.
4027 Dapper.
Just for another 5 minutes.
Life's getting dark.
Life's getting dark.
Life's getting bright. How about that, motherfucker?
change
That's
up.
not true. That's
No,
not
it's
true.
life's never gotten
Wait till we
brighter.
get this podcast money, then life gets light.
Then life gets a little brighter. Someone sponsor me. Sponsor me so I don't kill myself
Sponsor
live
my
on the air.
addictions. Sponsor my dick.
So this one I felt was a very, very good one, and I'm very curious to hear your opinion about it. Would you rather have a death match with everyone in a Home Depot or a Whole Foods?
a death match with Home Depot or Whole Foods.
Everyone in there. So I think a good setup for this would be you're just there shopping. So like let's say you're at Home Depot, you just need to get like some blinds to replace some broken ones.
True.
Or you're just at Whole Foods doing some shopping. Suddenly, people outside shut the door, slam down, and it's like, you have 1 hour to kill everyone in this store. So it's basically like a weird Belko experiment kind of thing.
I was going to say.
Did you see the Belko experiment?
Yeah.
So it's basically like, you have 1 hour to kill 30 of you, or else we will kill 60 of you. And so everybody just starts flipping out. Now,
so it's like a free for all. I'm not just.
It's a death match, so it's last man standing.
Okay.
So you have to kill
Whole
everyone
Foods.
else in the Whole Foods or the Home Depot.
Whole Foods.
What's your reasoning?
There's too many tools in Home Depot.
See, that's my advantage, though.
Yeah, it could be, but I feel like there's a bunch of like real dads who know the best tools to kill me with. I'm gonna be like weed whacker, and then they're gonna be like, "Ow, it just hurts," kind of, and they're gonna be like chainsaw or whatever the fuck, propane tank, blow up the whole store.
Here's why I don't want to go with Whole Foods. Now think about, do you ever shop at Home Depot? Like, do you ever go in there? Or are you more of like a Menards man?
Yeah, I'm not by a Home Depot, but like they're all basically the same.
They're basically
I've been
the
in
same
Home
thing.
Depot. I've only been in Whole Foods one time.
Okay,
so.
I frequent Whole Foods. I really like Whole Foods. I fucking love Whole Foods, man. Shout out Whole Foods, sponsor us. We love your products.
Fuck Whole Foods.
No, there goes the whole sponsor. Oh Christ, I was trying so hard.
We'll see. I've only been there once. I also feel like the benefit is everyone in Whole Foods is a weaker person.
No, see, here's the thing. I feel like at Whole Foods, it's all because when
they're
I go
all
to
eating fit.
they're all eating the right foods. They're not being bogged down by shit. Because the people at at Home Depot, it's like you have the young employees who fucking hate their lives and don't want to be there.
Yeah.
And then it's basically like contractors getting stuff for their projects.
They're strong dudes.
Or like old dudes just walking around getting nails and like wanting to talk to the pretty girl at the paint counter. So I feel like there would be a better
kill the pretty girl at the paint counter first. Slit her fucking throat.
What you do is you carry her around as bait and you tell people, if you kill me, I'll kill this girl. And then they go, well, everybody has to die anyway. And then they kill both of you.
Yeah, I know, that's
so you haven't even tried anything.
It's a horrible idea.
This would good thing we're not writing the Belko experiment.
Yeah,
we would have just
it would have been a real short
movie.
film.
Shout out Belko experiment. That was a good ass movie. I liked that movie.
I liked it. It could have been a little bit better.
I liked the premise. The ending was what all horror movies are these days, lackluster.
Oh
but
God, if they could give me a good ending horror movie.
But like the action throughout and the tenseness in that middle, I don't want to spoil anything, but in the middle scene when they were all in the lobby there, that was hard for me to watch. That was
I like
difficult.
it. I thought the premise was like a lot of movies where like you have to do fucked up shit to each other to keep living.
Kind of like Saw, yeah.
Yeah, or like there's like two recent movies on Netflix that are like the same thing. Where it's like
the one where Would You Rather, and then
which is topical for
topical.
This.
Yeah, go check out Would You Rather on Netflix.
Yeah, there's another one with two dudes in an apartment building. I don't know. They're good movies. I thought that's what it was, so I was kind of like, oh, this is different than I was expecting, but it was good. But yeah, back to the question. I feel like this is the best one so far because I'm really like.
Here's where
I feel like Whole Foods, the people are eating better, but they're all gonna be like, let's not kill each other. Like, let's just hold on and see. And then I'm going to just start killing everyone.
Well, that's the thing. So you have an advantage there.
Yeah.
But then you're going to have like this guy who just like pulls trees out of the ground for fun, come at you out of the freezer section like a motherfucker.
I feel like he'd be at Home Depot getting equipment to pull trees.
So when I think about Home Depot, I think it would be done more quickly and efficiently because realistically, let's say like the Whole Foods in Schaumburg. What are you going to kill people with in there? There's like grill equipment in the back. So obviously there's knives, there's a meat slicer, there's obviously stuff like that. But like there's not really much else. What are you going to do? Like get an organic eggplant and beat somebody to death with it?
I'm just going to strangle every person one by one.
God, this is you've been having a week, buddy.
Oh, I'm always having a week because that's how time works.
Thanks, Slim. You're real fucking insightful.
But yeah, I mean, Home Depot would be more efficient.
The only if I had to think of like a supreme disadvantage to the situation at Home Depot, it would be that these kids know how to drive the forklifts around there to get like the pallets and the lumber and stuff.
Yeah.
So like there's going to be some fucking kid who just plows through that store on a forklift just taking people out.
Yeah, but forklifts aren't like, they don't maneuver super great. So you just got to get behind it.
I'm still worried about it though. Like it's something that concerns a lot of big machinery and sharp equipment at Home Depot. That's what.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's going to be much faster.
It's going to be much faster, and if you're looking for a gory experience, that's the way to go about it.
Oh yeah,
quite frankly,
it'd be nice. I feel like if I'm trying to win, to Whole Foods.
To be really honest with you, I feel like I would have to go with Home Depot because like I feel like there's more kids in Whole Foods than there is at Home Depot.
Oh, you're just selling me more on
the thought of killing children.
Because you can just kick a kid to death easily.
So you won't kick a puppy to death, but you'll kick a kid to death.
Yeah, a lot of kids are shitty. Have you met kids?
Kids are just shitty little people. That's what I don't stand about people having kids. Like, okay,
that's what I don't stand about people having
I can't
kids.
stand it. Well, because like, okay, I have friends who have kids and they're great kids. I'm not saying they're not great kids, but like, there's always like probably like I'd say 80% of the kids I see out there are just shitty little human beings.
Yeah.
Like they just
Kids
act
are
terrible. And it's like then the shitty kids grow up to be shitty adults, and it doesn't make any kind of situation better for anybody anywhere.
Yeah, stop having kids, guys.
Stop having kids. Stop having shitty people.
All right, so if you're at Home Depot, then what's your go-to murder weapon? Right off the bat, first thing you can grab.
Either a chainsaw or a nail gun. That would be my go-to.
Chainsaws aren't going to be operational right off the bat, though, right?
Okay, here's the thing. I feel like if it was going to be, you would have to get fuel for it, but I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to get fuel for it.
I don't
somehow.
think there's just fuel. That seems like you're going to be
okay, because then you have like
I can't speak for Home Depot. I am a Menards man. Because you
Same.
go to Lowe's, where the fuck is anything
Where
at?
the fuck is
It doesn't
anybody
make
who
any
wants to do
sense.
anything?
It's just like
There's shit
this
everywhere
aisle
that
is-
makes it look like a hardware store,
Yeah, and
but they
nothing-
have literally nothing.
They have shit, but you can't fucking find it. It's like, here's the nails and the lights and some plumbing equipment. And you're like, why? What the fuck is the layout
You know why I like Menards?
I'm like, I bet this is over by this.
And they
then
have
it is.
huge signs
Yeah.
telling you where everything is, and I can get snacks and T-shirts while I also get my home repair shit.
Lowe's is like, welcome to Lowe's. Good fucking luck.
Well, welcome to Lowe's. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, so I don't know about Home Depot, but I feel like I'm always at a loss for like
So let's
precisely where
let's
things are.
say Menards then, since we're both Menards men.
Okay.
Would you rather have a death match in Whole Foods or Menards? I'm still sticking with Menards.
Whole Foods.
See, I still
someone's gonna get some sort of like great fucking tool. I'm not a tool man. I'm not Tim the Tool Man Taylor. I don't whip the brick. Okay.
whipping the brick, Timmy.
I just
out
feel
whipping
like
the brick,
I'll go
Tim
with
Allen.
the chainsaw, and by the time I find the chainsaw, someone's got like some high-powered nail gun where they're just in the middle of the store,
Just
neck shots, and everyone's dead. And that guy fucking kills it, and he's a roofer, and he's perfectly fine with everything. At Whole Foods, there's not as much stuff to kill people with, and the clientele is going to be more like, let's not kill each other. So I'll be able to figure something out, or I'm going with Whole Foods.
I'm sticking with Menards on this one. I'm sticking with the hardware store.
Well, if anyone can make this into a reality, we can see who wins.
Oh man, if you have the Dapper Dads come on your TV show and make this a reality for you.
How many people do you think? Can we get a number just for reference of like how many people would be in the death match?
can't-
Like 30?
No, I was gonna say like because
100?
Because the
5,000 people.
Holy shit! Where's a Menards where you can fit 5,000 people in it?
We're opening one up.
The Dapper Dad sponsors Menards.
It's like when you-
5,000 fucking people.
It's just so big.
It's just like a regular Menards, except it's for 5,000 fucking people.
It's like shout out to on the way to like Madison and Wisconsin, anywhere, the world's largest Culver's. Have you ever seen this?
Yeah,
it's just a slightly larger Culver's. I stopped there one time.
That has like just a little bit more of a roof on it.
Yeah,
It's like,
and you're like, yeah, technically this is, but it's
Technically,
not what
but-
I was thinking.
Yeah,
It's
I was
just a
thinking
little
like
bit, yeah,
like
it's like a fucking mall of Culver's.
like the world's biggest truck stop, but it's a fucking Culver's.
I think I went to the world's largest truck
I've been
stop.
there several times.
Is it like
I fucking
towards
love
Iowa?
It. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
When you're heading out of like Des Moines, it's right
Yeah,
around there. It
I
is
went
so
there.
much. I
It
love
is
that
very
fucking place.
big.
They got everything there.
It's scary.
See, that's a place where I walk
And then
into
you're like,
it.
what truckers need all of this shit? Like, there's so much shit.
But that's where I walk in. I'm like, yes, this is definitely the world's biggest truck stop.
Yeah, that's
you walk
what
over
I
to the world's
mean.
biggest Culver's. It's like, fuck this place. It's
Yeah.
just like a 2-story house.
If you wouldn't have told me it was the world's
I
largest
wouldn't have
Culver's,
known.
and I walked in and they were like, can you guess what's different about this Culver's? I'd be like, is the service worse? Are the butters more burgery? Are the butters more burgery?
Are the concrete mixers harder?
Are the concrete mixers just
Are they
concrete?
actual concrete here? Is this where I can get the fabled concrete mixer?
Look, we can hang it upside down and nothing happens because it's fucking concrete. Yeah, fuck the world's largest Culvers.
But I love Culvers though. Shout out Culvers, but make a bigger Culvers.
I don't like Culvers that much.
Love Culvers, man. Before I gave up burgers, man, I was eating at Culvers and Wendy's like every other day. It was so good.
Oh, that's not good.
It was such a good life choice.
I lived in Winnebago, and they had Taco Bell and Culvers and McDonald's.
Why? That's so.
So I got so
tempting.
sick of all of those.
That's
three.
what Sodom and Gomorrah had right before God struck them off the earth.
Yeah, because God was like, you got to stop eating all these butter
You
burgers.
can't have this much decadence.
So yeah, I'm sticking with Whole Foods. I'll murder everyone in the Whole Foods.
All right, so
Read it in the newspaper.
Here's the first division on the show. Let us know in the comments. Let us know on Facebook. Would you rather fight everyone in a Whole Foods with
To
drama or in a Menards with Fast Finger Slim?
Slim has said he's pretty anti-violent. You should ride with me because I will murder people, and I won't murder you until the end. And then we have to look each
I'm
other in the eye.
anti-violence till I got to be the last one standing, motherfucker. Then I'll
Yeah,
rip
that's
your
true.
head.
You might be the
Oh,
craziest
man.
one.
I'll rip your head off your shoulders like a fucking predator. I'm not even fucking waiting when it comes to this shit. I'm going to be like, finally, all this rage can be released. Because, I just bottle it up inside, and then I keep my emotions right here, and then
Yeah.
I'm going to die someday.
Swallow it.
Just going to die.
Swallow it, bitch.
Just swallow it. Would you rather... this one I feel is a good conversation one. Would you rather have a physical tune-up machine or a mind cleaning machine?
What does the mind cleaning machine
Okay,
entail?
so they didn't really give too many details about what it was, so I had to be a little bit constructive about it. So a physical tune-up machine is something where you would go into it, and I feel like it would, cleanse your skin, cleanse your guts,
Fix my knee, finally.
fix your knee, finally, fix your gonorrhea.
That doesn't exist.
It
It's already
exists.
been cleaned.
If we look up the
Cleansed.
medical records, it's a little foggy. It's a little shady. I can't read the doctor's handwriting too well. I can't
There's a
tell
lot
if
of
it's in-
blacked out sections.
A lot of blacked outs. It looks like an Area 51 file, to be quite frank.
It is.
That's where we have to keep the extensive record of Drama's medical history.
That's all they're guarding.
That's what they have the aliens guarding, is your medical history.
So yeah, the physical tune-up, I feel like I get
So
that,
like
yeah.
physically, like I feel like it'd be something kind of like the suicide booths in Futurama, where like you walk in and you're just like, but you walk out and you're like,
Yeah.
Charles Atlas.
What if I
looking
get my
motherfucker.
arm cut off and I walk in there? Does my arm regenerate?
I feel like that's how it would work.
Okay.
Yeah, like I feel like if it was something where you had succumbed to any physical harm, seeing as like, okay, a physical tune-up machine would 100% put your body in peak physical form every time you walked into it. So if you own this machine, I feel like you could like go out, drink as much as you want, be like within an inch of your life drunk, and then just hop in the machine and be good as new when you pop back
God,
out.
that'd be beautiful.
Doesn't that sound nice?
I would bring it to the bar just so they'd be like,
just
I don't
so-
think he's doing good.
Charge people $100 to
Yeah.
use it, like be a real
You want to
capitalist
keep
about
drinking
it.
and stop puking on the sidewalk?
Hop in
Get
my
in my
machine
machine.
and get even drunker. Only $100.
Beautiful.
How many times have you been outside the room and said, "Get in my machine and get even drunker for only $100"?
I've said it a lot. Last time I was at the Rue, a woman pulled up very drunk onto the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
Mia and my cousin were standing there, and she was blaring some music, and we thought it was something else. So we were like, yeah. And she's like leaning on the window, and she's like singing along. And then she's like, am I good? And she's like parked on the sidewalk. And I was like, no. And she's like, I can't get it. It's like 11 o'clock, by the way. And so then she goes, will you do it? And I was like, what? And she's like, will you park my car? And I was like, fuck it, yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
So I walk over to her. She's crazy drunk. I mean, she's parked on the sidewalk.
Right.
She gets out, very tiny girl, and she's like, will you park my car? And I'm like, sure. So I get in. One, it's covered with fucking shit everywhere, like hula hoop purse, bags of garbage,
Beautiful.
everything. It's so hot. It is hotter than our last
Yeah,
episode.
No.
Yes.
Impossible.
The heat was on.
We were literally in hell recording the last episode.
This car was hell.
This was
the
like
heat was
Satan's
all the
car.
way up, and this was like 2 months ago, so it was very warm out. And then I'm like a little taller than she was, so the mirrors don't even make sense. So I'm trying to park it, and I'm like, what the fuck? I get in, and then I turn to her, and she's standing outside, and I was like, what if I just drive off in your car? And she's like, please don't. And I was like, all right, peace, see you later. And then I thought I should have thought it through when I was doing it. I was like, I should have just took it around the block, so she thought I was really stealing her car.
Yeah.
So then I parked her fucking car. And then later we went to shout out Los Portales, topical. And we come back and she's like putting someone in her car. And she was drunk when she showed up. And they're like screaming and she's putting them in the car. And I was just like,
Ugh. Stories that wander off into the night that you always wonder about.
I know. I saw that girl in the bar one time with no shoes on, bare feet. On the ground.
Fantastic.
It's fucking disgusting.
Shout out her. Hope she's doing all right.
I don't think she is. Anyway, so what's up with the mind cleansing?
So for the mind machine, I feel like what that would do is I feel like it's like an eternal sunshine of the spotless mind thing where like you have a bad experience and you can erase it. But I also feel like if you have any underlying problems, so like let's say you had like anxiety or depression or something like that. 3?
Yep.
So if you had anxiety or depression or something like that, instead of taking like medicine, you could just go into the physical tune-up machine every day, and every day it would just put your brain back to 100%. So anything that was wrong with it, like
does it make you smarter?
I feel like it would, because I feel like it would, because if the physical machine is tuning up your body to be like perfect peak physical condition, which I 100% believe if you find Sasquatch, he takes you back to his lair and teaches you how to get that perfect physique.
Yeah, doesn't he have those infomercials?
Yeah, the ones real late at night with Bowser.
Yeah, it's like, work out with me.
Work out with me.
Come to the woods and
work out with Bowser and Bigfoot.
Jesus Christ.
I'd work out at that gym. I don't care if it costs me $400 a month. I'll work out at Bowser and Bigfoot's place.
We're gonna open it up.
Bowser and Bigfoot's big bell bar liftarium. A lot of B's in that. Belcom Boo Big Bim.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Belcom Boo Big Butt Bam Bowser's Big Bim.
People are like, I'm not gonna go there. I don't even know what that is. Those aren't words.
I'm not listening to this show anymore. I'm a crip.
Oh no.
Okay, so I feel like it would max out your IQ. So it would definitely make you incredibly smart. I also feel like any chemical imbalances it would take care of. I also feel like in this case, we don't know a lot about degenerative diseases as a society. So anything that was onset like
diabetes,
like Parkinson's, no, because that's a physical thing, like a mental thing. So like Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like Lewy body dementia, all that stuff just gets worked out by the mind cleansing machine. So would you rather have a machine that every day restores your mind to perfect physical condition, or a machine that restores your body to perfect physical condition every day?
Body.
Why?
Because eventually, long term, I think it just makes more sense, because eventually your body's going to get old and decrepit, and I feel like that's the one thing that you can't do. You can do things to like kind of make your mind better. I feel like, you can like go to therapy or
one of the things I always hear about is like people who live for a very long time. They're always like, what's your secret? One of the things I've noticed is a trend throughout all that is they say like just keep your mind active, like keep it busy.
Yeah.
Like that's why you see a lot of older folks doing like crossword puzzles or like reading a lot, doing a lot of magazines, because it's like they just want to keep their mind sharp, because if you keep your mind sharp, your body will keep going.
I feel like naturally I would keep my mind sharp. Also, I don't want to be any smarter, because sometimes I'm like, I wish I was stupid, because everything
people seem happier.
Yeah, everything wouldn't be so fucking irritating.
Oh no, God! If I could knock like 70 points off my IQ, I feel like I'd be the happiest.
That's why I try to do it with alcohol all the time.
That's why I just hit my head with a hammer to go to sleep at night.
And like, I feel like there are like good things. Like, I definitely have some weird shit in my head, and like, it could probably be helped. I get depressed sometimes. I get sad, but sometimes it's like not a bad thing. You know what I mean?
No, it's like
I definitely have crazy ADD, and I think that helps with every creative thing I do.
I think there's lots of things that are wrong with me in my brain, and I don't think I necessarily have all the tools to figure out what they are, but I know what I do to deal with it.
Yeah,
and it's like if I could cleanse it, because like sometimes I get really sad, but like it's not a bad sad. Like
that's what I mean.
I'm okay with being that sad, because it's like I like knowing that I have that emotional capacity to be.
And
that
it makes
sad,
some things better,
right? Because sometimes you really have to appreciate like shitty things. You have to be around shitty things to really appreciate the really good things.
I think there's still a lot of positives with like having like depression or different things like that.
It's not always it's not always like an end all like people always make it out to be.
And I feel like
it's hard. It's a struggle for people, but like it doesn't have to be an end all. That doesn't define who you are.
Yeah, exactly. And the older you get, I think the more you can kind of like figure it out on your own and do better.
Yeah.
Also, like, I always have a feeling where like if something was completely changed and perfect on me, besides like my body feeling good, would probably be dope. But like, I feel like if my mind was actually normal, it would just be so weird for me. Like if I had the reminder of how I used to think.
Well, just because, not even that.
It's like sometimes when you've taken drugs and had like weird reactions, like when I take Adderall, which I don't do, but I did it. Everyone I'm around takes it, and they can like drink all night and talk and
like
party
be
and
crazy
shit.
and stuff.
I take it, and probably because I should be taking it, it makes me very monotone.
You're just normal. Yeah.
Very calm, and like I'm equally as sarcastic, but when it's monotone, I'm
just
an
comes across as
asshole.
really mean. Yeah,
like. It makes me like a completely different person that I don't like.
No, yeah.
So I don't take it. And that's how I feel like being like normal in my head would make me too...
Like you would just be like monotonous. And see, I can agree, because it's like who you are as a person is what's defined by your experiences. So it's like everything, no matter what could be wrong in your brain, everything that you've gone through in your life defines who you are, and it defines your thought processes and how you think. So like, it's basically like, it's like getting like inheriting a car from like your dad growing up, and it's like an old beater and it's got all this stuff. And then like you suddenly switch over to a newer car and you're like, well, this is nice. But then you're like, oh, I have to like learn how to like rev it and brake it right and where all the buttons are and everything.
Yeah.
You know, this doesn't do this like it used to do, because you get so used to it.
Yeah.
It's like, I almost feel, I agree, because I do the same thing, because like I've taken Adderall for my ADHD before.
Yeah.
And it's like, it just makes me very quiet. It makes me sick to my stomach. Like I cannot eat if I ever take Adderall.
Yeah,
like it just makes my stomach hurt. And it's like, and it's the same thing. Like I'm still very sarcastic, but I'm not like, I'm not fun about it. So it's like,
and I feel like I don't have like, if we were to do this podcast and I was like normal
Adderall, like,
thinking,
no, this would just be
these
like a
references
news show.
and the shit flying out of my mouth and my brain 24/7 would cease to exist.
No,
and
absolutely.
I think I would just be like, no one would like me.
It would take away that dapper dad's pizzazz.
Yeah, we have mental illness and we spin it into a podcast.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely going with the physical body tune-up.
Well, I mean,
machine.
I'm already looking to go to Bigfoot and Bowser's gym to get the perfect physical form. So why don't I just save myself the $400 a month and just get the machine?
Yeah.
See, I feel like the mind has its benefits, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It definitely has benefits, but I feel like overall physically, like, I feel like, especially as you get older, if you feel better physically, you want to be more active.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like if I'm not like, oh, my knee hurts all the time, then I'm not distracted by that. And I already, like I said, do enough to feed my brain, and I feel like I'm at a good point with that.
Right.
And obviously, the older you get, everything deteriorates. But I think I'd rather have the body, because I feel like that's the thing. I don't fear like growing up and having like Alzheimer's or something, because I just, in the back of my head, I'm like, it'll be cured by the time I'm old, is always my catch-all.
I think that all the
but
time.
I feel like my body, like I see people who are like old and like can't walk and can't get up and shit, and I'm
that
too
scares
active.
me. Like,
yeah,
that just
and I've
freaks me
already
out.
like thrown my body around like a motherfucker, and I already have like a bad back, bad knee, bad ankles. Like
Bad
I've already
gonorrhea.
bad gonorrhea. It's like lava.
Bad dick puss.
Bad dick puss. That's my new metal band.
It's gonna be the name of this episode. Bad dick puss.
No, that one's too gross.
Yeah, they won't let us put that one on iTunes.
Yeah.
Shout out Apple.
Yeah, we love you, our overlords at Apple.
So absolutely going with the physical machine.
Yep.
Okay.
Give it to me now.
Give it to me right now. I want it. Okay, would you rather have the ability to turn into another species at will, or visit any point in outer space at will?
Species. Is it one? Do you pick one species, or do you
One at a time.
Okay.
So like Animorphs.
But it's a free for all, so I can pop into like a raccoon body for some reason,
Right.
and then come back to normal, and then be a lion.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, now here's the condition with it though. If you can turn into a species whenever you want and turn back into a human again whenever you want, but you have to do it like that sequentially. Like you can't just be like raccoon, lion, shark, whale, chicken.
Yeah, exactly
drama.
what I pictured was me coming back to my normal form.
So it's just like, you can be like a raccoon, and then you turn back into drama, and then you turn into a werewolf, and then you turn back into drama.
Yeah.
Then you turn into a raging alcoholic, and then you stay that way.
Yeah, sounds about right. There'd be so many fun pranks with that.
There'd be a lot of fun pranks with it, but think about being
I'm in your car, and then I'm a shark. It'd be horrifying.
Hi, I'm in your car, and now I'm a bison.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a kangaroo.
Hi. Oh, and those things are tough as shit.
Oh
like
my
if you're,
God, yeah.
like if some dude's like square up, and you just turn into a giant red kangaroo and
then I
just kick him to death.
Kick him while I sit on my tail, and then I turn back to me, and I'm like, it was weird. It was like a kangaroo was here. I had nothing to do with this.
Wow.
Or you get arrested, and then you become a snake and slither out of the jail, and then I'm like,
But you're already a snake.
Yeah, it's true. And yeah, I don't think I like care about outer space as much as other people.
I like the outer space one, because like think about being the first human being to discover extraterrestrial life. Like how cool would that be? You know, like okay, work for NASA.
Yeah, but you're gonna have a lot of explaining to do.
Work for NASA for the rest of your life, and they're just like, go to this coordinates in space and bring back a sample. You're just like, okay. You just like snap your fingers,
but
and come back.
It doesn't make you invincible though, does it?
I like to in this story.
It does.
Well, because like if you could just go to space and like, of course everyone's gonna pick the animal, because then you're just gonna die in the vacuum of space.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you don't.
So
die.
So when you travel to any point in space, you are protected from whatever the element is there. So like if you can't breathe the air, you have an oxygen tank. If you you have a space suit, if it's very hot, you have a suit that regulates your temperature. Wherever you go in space, you are protected by a force field. The
I just
equipment
don't
you have,
like
something.
the unknown of space.
See,
It,
that's
like,
what
freaks
that's
me out.
see. Now this is what we were just talking about with the web search thing. I get that little bit in my brain where it's like, what's this about? And
Yeah.
it's like we only know so much about space. If I was given the opportunity to be able to explore everything in space and like just at will, just be like, go to these coordinates. We're curious about something there, because like they get like. They say they get radio frequencies coming through space and stuff like that. And it's like, we're just not able with our technology to reach it in this lifetime. You know, how cool would it be to like work for NASA and just charge like, you know, $1 million just to like run to space and come
Just
back?
a quick million.
Just a quick. I mean, hey, if Kendrick Lamar can make $1 million a show, I feel like I can make a quick mill run into outer fucking space and back for NASA. I'm sorry if that's asking for too much. Yeah, we just don't have the budget right now, so we can give you $30 a bag of spiders and something we found called Drama's pubic.
Hey, that's
Hey, you ever check out the Dapper
good
Dads?
going,
They're
right?
funny.
But yeah, I have like a fear of like flying and being in like,
Nah, sir.
yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like I would like it. So I'm going with species.
I'm going with space.
It's fine.
There's another one to answer on Facebook. Comments on this, anything. Would you rather become a species at will or go to outer space at want? Because I mean, you could just, if Guardians of the Galaxy made it look like how I think it's going to be, there's going to be lots of 70s rock, there's going to be lots of fun adventures, and we're always going to get out of any trouble we ever have.
I never saw that shit.
Huh. Well, this wouldn't be a Dapper Dads podcast without having one about shit.
Yeah,
So-
finally.
Would you rather be chronically constipated and only able to shit once every 3 weeks, or have to shit your pants every time you have to shit? So like even if it's just like a little shit, like even if it's just like, because like, you know how sometimes you get those where like
Yeah.
it feels bigger than what it actually is.
Yep.
Like that, but every time it's like,
you
like
just
think
shit your
about
pants.
think about the worst time you've ever had to shit in your entire life.
Yep.
Every time you have to shit, or you only shit once every 3 weeks and have extreme constipation from it.
How is the constipation is very painful, I assume?
I feel like you just get the side effects from being constipated for 3 weeks. So whatever would naturally happen to you if you're,
I feel like it would have to be painful because otherwise there's no like, there's not enough of a gamble. You know what I mean? Shitting your pants every time you have to shit is just
Like, that's a
horrible, like,
lot.
all the time.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
say
too one-sided,
let's say it's painful constipation. Like,
and it gets progressive.
have you ever been like insanely constipated?
Probably. I don't.
I have not.
Recall.
I cannot ever say I've ever been constipated in my life.
I mean, like, I think a lot of times.
I eat too much.
Yeah, a lot of times I think back to me as a kid, and I would just not shit for like a week, and I always think of that and how I never drank water, and I would just run around all summer in like all black clothes and never
Disgusting.
fucking have any side effect of that. Never drank water and like wouldn't shit for like a week and was perfectly fine. And now I'm like, I have to drink water if I'm gonna be outside and it's like 75 and I have to take a shit twice
It's gonna be
a day.
60 degrees and I might have a hoodie on in the sunlight.
Yeah.
I better bring a couple gallons of water.
Yeah, like I have to proactively like be like, make sure you're putting enough water in your body. Not like when you were fucking born till like 16. when
Born
you
with a
just
lake in your body that
never
you just deprived.
Yeah, never drank water at all. I don't think I tasted water for like 17 years. But
You
anyway,
scare me.
Yeah, it's shocking I'm alive.
What did you do? Just drink Mountain Dew for 17 years?
Yeah.
All right.
I like never drink water. I like force myself to drink water. I hate it. I fucking hate drinking water.
I used to hate drinking water, but then you just have to train yourself because, like,
Yeah.
well, it's just like anything else. Like, you just get into the habit of doing something, and it's like you just get into the habit of drinking things that aren't
Yeah.
water because water doesn't have a flavor, and so you're like, I want
Yeah,
shit that
it's
has a flavor
fucking-
to
yeah,
it.
it's
But then, like,
terrible.
those water flavors taste fucking disgusting.
I know, because it's no sugar.
It's
That's
all-
what we need.
I
is
need the sugar one.
Yeah.
I don't like any of those fucking sugar-free, disgusting,
No,
like
it's all
ugh.
garbage. Make one that tastes good, and I could be fucking fine. Yeah, water's just flavorless and terrible. But I'm gonna go with constipation.
Yeah, I'd rather be constipated than have
Shitting
to-
your pants every time, like
like feeling. No, it's feeling like you're going to shit your
oh,
pants.
it's just feeling.
No, you don't shit your pants every time you have
Oh.
to shit. It's like you just like, but like you feel like every time when you do sit down and take a shit, it's like explosive diarrhea.
Okay, I'd still go with constipation because with a lot of these things, anytime they're like every time this happens to you, if every time I feel like I'm gonna shit my pants, in just a couple months I'm gonna get used to that feeling, so it's not gonna be shocking anymore. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? All of that stuff kind of like falls to the side because you're like, well, eventually I'll become adapted to it.
Right.
So the feeling of having like I'm gonna shit my pants will just be the feeling I have now when I'm like, oh, I should take a shit. I think I gotta take a shit. And eventually
I
you'll
really
get,
just hate the idea of having to force myself to get used to having to take a shit all the time. That
yeah,
just
but
sounds
you're not
awful.
forcing yourself. Eventually it just becomes normal. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still going with
Life is
constipation.
getting dark. Yeah, we'll just stick with the constipation because I'd rather not feel like I have to shit my pants. Shit nails or shit bricks?
Nails, I guess.
Yeah, because I asked someone this one time and they tried to fight me with it. They're like, "No, bro, I'll shit a brick. It's fine. I ain't shitting out no sharp nails. What if the nail turns sideways like this and tries to come out?" But
That's
I feel
exactly what's gonna happen.
I feel like it's like it's in the shape of a turd, but it's just nails coming out. So it's like jagged and spiky.
It's still gonna be unpleasant. But a brick,
it's stretching
again,
your ass that much?
yeah.
No, thank you.
And again, you'll get accustomed to either. Unfortunately, I've already become accustomed to shitting nails, guys. I have a good one that I just thought of. Would you rather piss I'm trying to think of like a good size,
That's a great one.
Would you rather piss a pool like cue ball, 8-ball size ball, piss out a cue ball, or shit out a bowling ball?
I found one like this yesterday. The one they gave was ping pong ball though, so I like cue ball.
Yeah, the one I was familiar with was marble, but I feel like that's not
okay because people pass kidney stones.
That's what.
Shit,
that's exactly what I was thinking. But yeah, so like a 8-ball, a real 8-ball. Piss it out or shit out a bowling ball.
Shit out a bowling ball. My dick,
Really?
Your dick ain't gonna survive that trauma. It's gonna split open like the dog's face in John Carpenter's
God.
The Thing.
I've heard a lot of things, but that
Your dick is
now
gonna, like you know what scene I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Where the dog's face is just like
yeah.
that's gonna be your dick with an 8-ball sticking out of it.
Oh God, we got to put a warning before this now because that hit me hard.
If we didn't put a warning before the pus getting squeezed out of your friend's dick, we are not putting a warning before that.
Oh, I still want to say 8 because your asshole's that's never coming back either.
No, I mean I get that.
Like you say gaping, but this bitch
This is like a
gaping.
bowling ball.
A bowling ball. A 12-pound bowling ball.
Well, okay, so here's my back to the Google searches. Like I literally I was scrolling through Facebook, and you know how they have that warning now where it's like you have to tap it if it's like a graphic video. They're like warning graphic video, and I was like, okay, it was and it said man giving birth, but it was a guy who had something in his ass and they were cutting it out, and it was an eggplant.
Yeah.
So if your ass has to have an eggplant cut out of it, how are you not going to have a bowling ball cut out
This
of
one
it?
got fucked up. No, you got to pass it normally.
But if you can barely pass, okay, man, have you ever passed a kidney stone?
No.
I have had 2 kidney stones in my life.
Oh,
within a week
God.
of each other.
It's like one of my biggest fears.
Oh man, can I tell the story?
I don't know.
Okay,
Sounds
so
gross.
here's what happened. I woke up. I was like fresh out of high school.
You woke up like this.
I
The stone's coming out of my dick.
I didn't pissing. Woke up pissing.
I woke up pissing my pants.
I woke up pissing my pants. Hey. No, okay, so I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought I just had to take a bad shit. Like it just felt like a lot of pressure in the back, and it's like, oh, pressure in the back. I gotta take a shit.
The old pressure in the
The
back.
old pressure in the back. And so I went and I'm trying and like nothing's coming out. And so I'm like, okay. So I went and laid back down, and it just kept getting worse and worse. And I was like, man, I really gotta shit. And so I just keep going
I've never
back and forth.
woken up in the middle of the night and taken a shit in my life. I've
Really?
never had that happen.
I have had that happen
I
with like
feel like everyone has.
with like food poisoning and stuff. More like I don't do it regularly, but like if I'm very sick or something or had a lot of fiber that day.
I do it all the time. I wake up and take a shit.
Wake up, take a shit, 3:22 every morning. Don't know what it is. I got cursed as a child.
I saw a witch's pussy.
They said you can either be catapulted or you can take a shit every day at 3:22 in the morning for the rest of your life. And I was like, well,
you get accustomed to it.
you get accustomed to
You
it.
get accustomed to being catapulted as a baby.
But it just kept getting worse and worse, and it got to the point where I couldn't even lay down, and I was like, God, how am I not shitting already? Like this whole time, I wasn't connecting that it was a kidney stone. And we'll get into this, but so my mom takes sleeping pills because she has a hard time falling asleep. And once she's asleep, you can't really rouse her. And so I'm like, Mom, I really don't feel good. I think something's wrong. And she's like, okay, honey, that's fine. Yeah, just I'll take you to the doctor after work, okay? And I was like, no, but like, Mom, like, no, something's really wrong. I don't feel good. And she's like, okay. I was like, okay, I'll just go lay back down and see if it goes away. Like, you know, because sometimes you just go to sleep and wake up and
that's
it's
how
better.
I deal with everything.
Right, same. Let's just reset every day.
Yeah.
It just kept getting worse and worse, and it was probably like 5:30 in the morning at this point. I've been up since like 2 or 3, just dealing with this. And so I like woke my mom. I'm like, Mom, this hurts. I was like, this is a very bad pain. This is not normal. And she's like, okay, just let me get like 2 more hours of sleep. And then we'll take you.
Shut up, Mom.
And my mom hates it when I tell this story about her because she feels like it paints her in
a
like
bad
such
light. I was just gonna say
no,
that.
my mom is like the patron saint of mothers. I love my mom to death. Guys, look, if you're listening to the show after the show, call your moms. No, seriously, you gotta love your mom. Like, you came from your mom. Lot of respect to everybody's mom.
You don't have to love anyone who's shitty to you, but also.
You don't have to love anyone who's shitty to you. But like, if you love your mom, like, just give her a call. Don't text her. Don't just like ask her how she's doing. Call her, talk to her for a little bit. It would mean the world to her. My mom is a fantastic mom, but when you're asleep, you just don't want to wake up. And I understand that because I, as an adult,
never want to wake up.
I am violent when you wake me up. And people can attest to this, that you should not wake me up unless it's like, Adam, there are people here and they're going to behead me unless you wake up. Like, you should just
still like, God damn it.
And I'm still like, oh, this better be better than a beheading. and so I'm trying to wake her up. And so she finally wakes up and she's like, okay, I'll take you to the doctor, but I want to go wash my hair and I got to put my makeup on and then I want to eat breakfast. And it's like, Mom, I'm like kind of like rolling around on the couch at this point because I can't get comfortable. I'm like, Mom, this really isn't like good. This hurts. And this was in like February. And so there was like snow and shit outside. So finally I was getting to the point where I was like, Mom, we have to go to the hospital now. I can't stand up straight. Like, I'm like doubled over in pain. And she's like, well, I just need to take something with my pills so my stomach doesn't get upset. I'm like, Mom, can we just go? And so we go, and like, it's the middle of winter. It was February. Sliding everywhere, hitting potholes. And I'm just like, okay. Every pothole that gets hit, you know? It's like when you got to shit really bad, you hit the potholes on the way home, or you got to piss and it's just like, poof.
Or you have a boil on your ass.
Never had that.
Huh. Must be nice.
Life's getting but so we finally get to the hospital and I get checked in and I'm sitting in the ER room for an hour before they finally take me back, and then they run some tests and the pain started to go away when I was sitting in the waiting room. I was like, oh, Ma, I think I'm better. And she was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. She's like, you did not. And then like literally as she's getting into it, I was like, oh God, like it came back really hard and sharp. And the only way, and so that's when they were like, okay, let's get you back here and take a look. So I get back into the room and at this point, I was like a leopard in a cage that was really pissed off because kids kept throwing like shit at it. And I was like pacing back and forth in the room. And like, because I was just like, fuck, because it hurt so bad. And so the nurse was like, I got what's going to cure you. And so
she slit your throat.
And she shot me up with Dilaudid.
Oh, yeah.
Which is,
that'll do it.
Shout out Dilaudid, which is supposed to be like, what, 100 times stronger than heroin or something like that?
Yeah, it's something horrible.
It's crazy what Dilaudid does. They gave me, when I got my pacemaker put in, they were like, well, for the pain, we can either give you aspirin or Dilaudid. And I was like, I don't think aspirin's going to cut you making a pocket in my chest. I would like Dilaudid, please. And so my first experience with Dilaudid, I was like, oh, and like I didn't feel any pain at all after that. I just felt like I was sinking into the bed. And then they had me get up because they gave me a diuretic, so I would start pissing to maybe pass the stone. Yeah. Because at this point they like did an X-ray and they were like, so it turns out you have a kidney stone. But it was so small that like they didn't need to like blast it with the laser. Like they like, you'll just piss it out. Yeah. So I went home. And they gave me like the strainer to catch it with and everything, and I was just drinking water all day. I think I passed it, and it was fine. And they were like, there shouldn't be any other stones. Sometimes you get another stone or a couple sometimes it's not just one. Yeah. And so they're like, you might have another, but it doesn't look like any. A week later, my girlfriend is over, and she lived in Rockford. And so she had to make like a 30-minute drive to come to my house. And she like came down there. We only got to see each other like once a week, and I just spent the whole time bitching and walking around because I was like, this really, really hurts. And this was like a high school romance, so she was like, I can't believe that you were just bitching about how much you're in pain. I only get to see you for a couple hours every week, and this is how you want to spend. I was like, honey, no, this hurts. This is fucking terrible. And so I was like,
and she put her finger in your butt to check.
Yeah, that is it turns out prior to what the doctor said, that is not how you check for a kidney stone.
Fuck. I gotta call some people.
You've been lied to.
I've been doing the line.
I thought at first you said I've been doing lines, and I was like, yeah, me too.
Been doing lines.
But no. So it was definitely another kidney stone. I was like, this pain definitely hurts. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I think I'm getting another kidney stone. She was like, oh. Go get my old purse out of the closet. And in her old purse in the closet, a couple years before that, I was mowing the lawn outside of the house, and my foot slipped under the lawnmower.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, we don't have time for that.
We don't have time for that. That's going to be on next week's episode. Check out next week to tune in when Fast Finger Slim's foot went under a fucking lawnmower. And so she's like, just give me my old purse. And so I brought her the old purse, and she still had my Vicodin prescription.
Nice.
And there, and she was like, just take some of these, and you'll be okay. And so
Mama's got an old purse.
Mama's got an old purse full of Vicodin, and so I took the old ass Vicodin. It worked. And I fell asleep on the toilet with so picture this. Like,
I am.
18, 19-year-old me sitting on the toilet.
18, 19.
18 or 19.
Back in 1819 when I had the kidney stones.
Back in 1819 when I had the devil stones in my penis. And I had to use the will of the good Lord to push them out while after attaching several leeches to the affected area. Too much blood, that's what causes the devil stones in your penis. You're getting those sinful erections looking at ladies.
Looking at calves.
You're getting sinful erections looking at calves, boy. That's why the devil sends his stones through your penis to make you not do that. Don't worry, old Doc Hayworth has got some leeches to fix you right up.
Shout out to old-timey medicine.
Shout out old-timey medicine. You can just be drunk as hell and be like, just drink some marijuana extract and leeches.
You're only going to live to be 33 anyway.
Just
like Jesus.
Just do some cocaine and you'll be fine. Here, toothache, have a cocaine drop. You'll be fine. My life's more effective than a cocaine drop. Splice that in for me.
Beautiful.
But
so you took an old purse of Vicodin.
Old purse of Vicodin. So picture me at 18 or 19 years old, hunched over on the toilet, half asleep because of, 2 Vicodins.
Yeah.
Drinking with the sink right here next to me that I'm constantly filling up with an extra large Taco Bell cup and chugging water to piss this thing out. And literally, my girlfriend at the time just left. Like, she didn't even come say goodbye. She wasn't like, I hope you're okay. She just fucking left.
Full government name.
I was with that girl for 4 years. Like a fucking idiot. And that was at the beginning.
It's crazy that you just punched the microphone so hard. That was weird.
My biggest pet peeve is wasting my time, and I wasted 4 years of my life.
God, we all wasted 4 years.
We've all wasted years of our life. Let's be real. Everything's a fucking waste.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Just a punch. It's been a week for me. God. So, what?
Yeah, I don't even remember what the
question were we on.
Fucking.
Okay, here's a good one. Would you rather know the exact date you are going to die or the exact name of your soulmate?
What?
Yeah.
That one's stupid.
Why is that stupid? I would rather know who my soulmate is, because if you know the date of your death, you're just going to fixate on it.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say the date of your death or how you die. I like that one better. We'll do both. I guess my soulmate, because, I don't want to know the exact date.
No, because then I'm just going to spend my whole life fixating on it. It's like,
but I also don't care about the name of my soulmate. Because what if they're like, it was someone
Fast Finger Slim.
Yeah, I'm like, perfect. Everything's worked out for once. But I'm like, it's that girl you had a crush on in 6th grade who moved to Oklahoma. And I'm like, I'm not going to put in the effort for this. And I don't want to live in Oklahoma.
No.
And she's probably crazy. Like, I feel like it won't work out for me. Yeah, she's real methy, but it's your soulmate because you don't deserve nice things. I'm like, yeah, that fucking makes sense.
Sometimes gods just make souls to punish them.
Yeah, so I would go with soulmate, but I wouldn't be happy about it.
Okay, now, date of death or
how you die?
How you die. I would go with how I die.
Yeah, for sure. Because again, you don't want to the date. Yeah, you're just gonna like.
Actually, no. I feel like either way, you're gonna have a weird fixation on what. Because what if it's something stupid like chainsaw accident, and you're like,
yeah, but then you have the knowledge to stay away from chainsaws.
But then it's still going to happen.
Yeah, but what if what if you can I would just operate under the assumption that I can alter it somehow.
See, that
would give me comfort.
Way too many worlds.
Yeah, and that's probably not how it would work, but
because
it would comfort
Final
me.
Destination movies taught me that you're just gonna die no matter how
you're
much
just
you try
gonna,
to achieve it.
You're just gonna die. But if chainsaw accident, then you're like, all right, I'll stay away from chainsaws, and that will give me enough comfort that I'll probably avoid it. And then it's just gonna be some guy that runs in my house with the chainsaw and kills me, and I didn't see that coming. So that's fine.
But see,
the day you die, your whole life, I feel like you would have a good run of like. Fuck everything because you know for sure.
Yeah,
so you'd
would
be like more liberal with whatever.
Oh yeah.
But then like that whole fucking like year at least leading up to it, you'd get real serious and you would just be like fuck. And then the day, like, could you imagine the knowledge
Waking
of the day
up the day of
and being
your
like,
death?
If you're like, you just don't wake up and you're like, that was perfect. But yeah, the whole day, that would be like Final Destination where you're like, I don't want to get in a car, but I shouldn't stay in my house. I should go do something. What should I do? Run around naked? It's the day I'm going to die. Like, I feel like it would be crazy. And I'd also, but like the other downside that I've thought about this one a lot for some reason finding out how you die. What if they're like car accident? Then you're like, I'm in a car every day.
Every single day.
And
of
I feel
my
like
life.
it would ruin, because even if you're not in a car accident, I feel like could also
You
mean
could just-
like a car drives into your living room and you die.
You could just be like going for a run outside and a car could hit you.
Yeah.
You could be at a party and a car, like somebody could just drive drunk. You could be downtown walking and a drunk driver could hit you. Like there's so many possibilities.
So yeah, I would like to think you find out how you're going to die and they're like, a clown keeps pulling balloon animals out of your ass, and eventually it's just too much because you're like, well, that one I'm gonna know the day that's happening
because they're gonna be like, because you surprise, happy birthday.
It's gonna be like very specific. There's clowns everywhere and balloon animals, and you're like, fuck, I know what's gonna happen here.
Accidentally walk into an all clown showing of it, and you're like, well,
yep, I think this is it.
This is where I fucked up.
But yeah, that's
spent my last money on it.
Yeah. I've got some rapid fire ones I'd like to do.
Yeah, let's do
just
it.
Real quick.
I would say all the ones I picked were really in depth because I knew they were going to be like question ones.
Yeah, I gotta find. All right, so yeah, just some rapid fire ones I have here. Have the hiccups for the rest of your life, or always feel like you have to sneeze but you're not able to.
Sneeze. I can play it off as Tourette's.
Yeah, sneeze. I have a lot. I sneeze a lot anyway.
I knew a guy who had Tourette's and his click was going like this. He was like. And I thought he just had to sneeze all the time. I thought he just had like allergies.
Yeah. So yeah.
Sneeze.
Yeah. I have allergies.
Because
so
I fucking hate hiccups.
I know.
Like whenever I get 3 hiccups in a row and I'm like, this is it. I'm going to have to blow my brain out.
Strangely every day have 1 hiccup.
That's
it.
More concerning.
Yeah. I'm just hoping a doctor is listening somewhere and we finally get an email that's just real long and
like we finally get a call.
You should be dead. You should be dead. You should be dead.
It says, boy, drama. I wanted you to listen to this song because it explains your current medical predicament.
I've got 2, maybe even more, that deal with one of my biggest things.
Okay.
That I can't stand.
Is it eyeballs?
No. It's this one is get a paper cut between your fingers every time you touch paper, or bite your tongue very hard every time you eat something. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. My thing is
kill yourself isn't an option, I assume.
No, I mean, if you touch enough paper, it might kill you.
Okay, I can avoid this because everything's going digital in this day and age, so I don't have to touch very much paper. I get rid of all my books. I get a Kindle.
But that's a rough one. You're still gonna touch paper. Money,
but not
is paper.
as much as I eat.
Yeah, I know.
I eat every day.
I know.
Sometimes it's sleep for dinner.
And I like to think that biting your tongue wouldn't be too hard, and again, you'd grow accustomed to it. I don't know. This was one I don't even know. If
paper cut because I don't feel like I deal with paper that much.
Yeah, I'd go paper, but I feel like you would learn quickly. You touch a lot more paper than you're thinking.
But you would learn how to adapt around the paper.
But there would be a lot.
You'd be like, oh, sorry, can't touch this. No, can't do. I got a thing. I got cursed by a gypsy as a kid.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. Hi, my name's Hi, my name's Fast Finger Slim. Hi, my name's Fast Finger Slim. I have a weird thing where I can't touch paper. I don't want to talk about it. Now go ahead and sign my documents for me and read these books.
Yeah, because you can touch pens. Yeah. All right. Pry off your thumbnail with a fork.
Nope.
Or put a toothpick under your big toe and kick a wall.
Every time that particular one comes up in a would you rather, I just want to.
Oh, you know what one I hate? I don't have a would you rather for it, but this is warning. This is one thing that pops in my head occasionally and fucks my life up. A paper cut on the head of your dick.
Yeah, I think about that sometimes.
I think about it every day. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Why would you do
that? But that sounds
yourself?
like the worst thing ever. But yeah, pry off your thumbnail with a fork.
Just one thumbnail?
One thumbnail.
Okay.
Or put a toothpick under your big toenail and kick a wall.
Thumbnail.
My thing is fingernails.
Yeah.
I hate when fingernails get ripped off or things.
Mine's
under
eyeballs.
them.
I can't do eyeballs. I like that scene in Hostel where the girl gets her eye. Like, I can't do it.
I like eyeballs actually getting fucked up.
I know. I can't.
I don't like things with fingernails
even
or
put
blood and
contact
water.
lenses in.
I can't even put condoms on. That's what you tell a girl.
neither.
That's what you tell a girl. You're like, I have a weird thing with eyes. I can't put condoms on. She's like,
apples and oranges.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I would pry off my thumbnail
because it's just one.
Kick in though. Oh my.
Oh, because like, and I mean, I'm a big guy, so like, I'm thinking about like the force that I'd have to do to get it in there. And,
Oh God. That's. We should have had a video component for this because it's fucking intense. Oh God. This is a good one. Would you rather eat only roadkill for the rest of your life or have everyone else in the world sound like Gilbert Gottfried? Slim's face. This might be the worst one yet.
Because I'm thinking of all the music I listen to.
Yeah, I know. Everything is Gilbert Gottfried.
Bitch, sit down.
That was
Be
horrible.
humble.
Oh, God.
Because, okay, did you ever see that video on the internet, like probably 4 or 5 years ago, of Gilbert Gottfried reading 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
Yeah, picture every audiobook, every TV show you watch.
Just everyone you talk to. Everything.
Okay, so what was the first one again?
Eat roadkill for the rest of your life.
Okay,
Everything is roadkill.
I could salvage roadkill. I'll take the roadkill.
I would also
I like
take the
music
roadkill.
way too much.
I don't
I should be dead. I should be dead.
I do want him to sing some songs. So when I'm in the mood and I want to show people, it's fine. But I don't want every song to be him. All right, be itchy.
I don't trust nobody because they don't deserve it. Guys come through your house. They know you're doing dirty.
Jesus Christ.
Twisting me up like licorice.
Tune into our other podcast. Gilbert Gottfried sings the hits. All right.
Where your ass was at when we was under investigation. I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip-flops.
All right, we gotta stop.
We gotta stop. There's gonna be too many.
I'm
I'm actually gonna choose the Gilbert Gottfried world.
Yeah,
because
it's
this
getting
sounds
better.
good.
I mean,
If
eventually
you'll adapt to it.
Yeah, eventually you'll get accustomed. Disgusting. Be itchy for the rest of your life, or be sticky for the rest of your life.
Sticky. I don't like being itchy. I like scratching a good itch, but I don't want.
I don't like being itchy, but I don't like being sticky either. It's like it's made to be both bad scenarios.
It's almost like someone thought these through, where there's no good choice.
I'd probably be sticky because I have like mosquito bites right now that are driving me
itchy.
crazy.
Itchy drives me insane.
Would you rather? This one will probably be. I probably know where we're going with this one. Always have to say everything that's on your mind, or never be able to speak again.
Never be able to speak again.
Really? I would go with everything on my mind because there's some shit.
Okay, there was one that I found that was very similar to this, and was it would you rather never be able to tell a lie or have a gentleman follow you everywhere that screams your thoughts? So it's like, hi, nice to meet you. That's the biggest pair of tits I've ever seen. The only way I find out of this is being like, sorry, this is this challenged guy I take care of. He just screams.
He just says things.
He's got Tourette's.
It has nothing to do with what I'm thinking at
I
all.
don't actually have Tourette's.
He's lying.
He's lying about
he
this.
likes your tits. He's picturing motorboating them.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for him, Tourette's.
It's weird, right? It's terrible.
I got cursed by a gypsy when I was a kid.
I would like to.
I didn't take the baby.
It would be interesting. I'd like the voice. I need to know what the voice is. Because what if it's
Right.
fucking hilarious?
Yeah,
Then
what
I'm
if it's
like,
Gilbert
you
Gottfried's
can-
voice?
Yeah, because people wouldn't want to listen to it anyway. They'd be like, I didn't even hear what he said.
No, it's just so fucking terrible.
Yeah, I'd go with the man if it's that.
Yeah, I would go with the guy
'Cause
following
everything
me
I
everywhere.
say is a lie.
Would you rather give the first 95% of a blowjob or the last 5%?
Oh God, these are getting tasty.
Tasty. I told this to some people I was with, and somebody was like the 95%, and one of the people was a girl, and she was like, "Oh, so you're gonna have fun with neck pain and your jaw locking up and spit everywhere and a runny nose?"
Oh God,
I know, it's like, where's the downside?
you're getting me very aroused right now. We gotta end this.
We gotta end this show.
Fuck.
Jazz band in the corner.
I don't know. I don't like the ones that involve sucking.
Like
dick.
the idea, because like the first 95%, it's like, okay, like yeah, you're gonna like
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, I'm just sucking a dick.
okay, but like not to get
How long is
that's the thing,
duration
because
of
like
the
there's
dick
sometimes
suck?
because like there's like, not to get like too blue about it, but like there's sometimes where I get my dick sucked where it's like hello and like there it is, but
Yeah.
other times it's like this has been going on for like
Yeah.
an hour.
And you just feel bad.
Yeah, and so it's like, is this one of those situations where it's like an hour long one or like a 5-minute quickie?
Yeah, I feel like we gotta pick a time. I'd say like 10 minutes.
Okay, so for the
It's kind of long, I think.
half an hour,
Half an hour.
half an hour.
Come in my mouth.
Half an hour, come in my mouth.
That's a lot. Yeah, because I always think about that. I'm like, yeah, I feel like that would hurt your neck.
You're trying to take a shot?
Huh?
You're trying to take a shot in the mouth? Like you'd rather take a shot in the mouth and do 30 minutes of mouth work?
I don't know. There's not a good. This is the one where there's no good outcome here.
The top comment on this one that I found was the last 5%. That way I can finally succeed at something.
True. Yeah, shout out to women because it's all
Shout out.
unfortunate.
Shout out anybody who's ever sucked my dick because like that's a lot of work.
I feel like we're gonna need to edit that one out.
Just go ahead. I don't care. Yeah, edit the shit out of it.
I was gonna say shout out to anyone who's ever sucked a dick.
Yeah, that too. If you because like that's got to be an Olympic sport because that's either something you're like a gold gymnast at or you're terrible at.
Yeah, I don't know. Another good one to get off that weird one. Would you rather have finger-sized nipples or nipple-sized fingers?
I found one yesterday that was like this, and it was, would you rather have a nipple-sized penis or penis-sized nipples? And I thought that one was a lot funnier.
Oh god, yeah, either or is great.
Okay. So another one I found was, would you rather have penises for teeth that have to get hard so you can eat, or teeth for hair? I picked teeth for hair because you can look like a cool dinosaur. Like, what if you're so hungry?
Trying to swallow water.
Bitch, suck on my teeth. I haven't eaten in 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, also, so are they like little dicks?
Yeah, like dick-sized teeth. Like you're
okay,
like but they got to get hard for you to eat.
Are they aroused by what arouses me?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I don't feel like it would be that hard. I'm pretty easy to arouse.
I'm very easy to arouse.
You just constantly watch. You go to a diner and you're like, yeah, I'll take the 3 flapjacks, a side of hash browns, and I'm just gonna sit here and watch porn while you make that, so I'm ready to eat. I was cursed by a gypsy. And they're like,
can we call this episode Cursed by a Gypsy?
Probably.
Would you rather cursed by a gypsy?
Would you rather be cursed by a gypsy? That's it. You're like, I guess so.
You'd be cursed by a gypsy or something with your dick and a toothpick.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I might just go with dick-sized teeth. Or dick teeth.
Dick teeth.
Old dick teeth.
Dick teeth, because they can call me old dirty dick teeth.
Old dick teeth drama.
Old dirty dick teeth drama.
Get them hard. You still have a functioning penis?
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. Like, your teeth are just, what is that? We're not animals. Our teeth are just penises here.
Real normal shit going on.
Okay, here's actually the one with the guy yelling. It's, would you rather only be able to communicate by strumming your dick on people in Morse code, or a dark-clothed gentleman follows you and yells everything you think?
The rubbing my dick on people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then you get to rub your dick on people, and you could be like, yeah, this is a long sentence. But in all reality, it's just like, dip, dip.
Oh, no, I'm slapping people with it. Like, every time I need to talk to somebody, it's going to be top of the hand.
Could you imagine, like, going to work? All right, this is getting too ridiculous. Could you imagine going to work and, like, talking to your boss?
Shit to people.
Yeah, selling shit to people. You're like, yeah, it would just be fun, and I feel like you have a reason to be tapping your dick.
Yeah. Here's let's do this last one. It's a good quick fire one. This is actually one of the last ones I had saved.
Beautiful.
Sweat out mayonnaise or only be allowed to eat mayonnaise?
Fuck. I guess I'm sweating out mayonnaise.
Yeah, I love mayonnaise though, man. So I
don't really like mayonnaise by itself.
Yeah. Like
you love mayonnaise by itself. You just sit home in the dark and eat mayonnaise by itself.
I won't go that far, but I do put a bit more mayonnaise on my sandwiches than probably anybody should. This is really disgusting, but one of my like go-to snacks when I'm just like, God, I need something to eat. Toast, heavy mayonnaise on either side of the toast, and just lettuce in the middle.
That is disgusting.
It's fucking delicious.
It's so
person.
Good. I like mayonnaise on like burgers and the right stuff, but yeah, I don't like a lot. So I guess I'd sweat out mayonnaise.
I'm going with eat mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise.
That was a light one. Yeah, that's a light
4
one.
Though.
Sorry. It is 4, but it was a light one.
There was just, how much time do we have left? Because there was just 2 others.
I mean, we're at 1:26. We can shoot them off real quick.
Just 2 shoot-offs really quick. Would you rather be ambushed by an evil clone of yourself at noon every day, or have your left eye replaced with a cumbersome stone antler that makes it impossible to hold up your head?
I'll fight the fucking clone.
Fight the fuck out of myself, because that guy knows all my moves. He knows my exact moveset, and as he gets bigger, I will also get bigger. And so, like, I feel like I can reach peak physical form in time to get this guy. But he's all like, it's going to be the best workout every day.
And you know when he's coming,
and he's not going to kill you. It's just you guys fight until it's like uncle, and you let go.
Yeah.
So like, really, if you're just having like a shit day, you can just be like, uncle, fine, let me go. Like,
I don't need this right now, buddy.
Right, but like, then you can. But if you want to like work on your form or something, fight this guy for an hour and then scream uncle. It's a free workout every day.
Can I like try to rip his ear off?
Absolutely.
Yeah, then I'm fucking
because every day it's a clone that comes
I know
back.
I could rip an ear off, but you don't get the opportunity.
You've been talking a lot about ripping ears off. What's going on with that?
Do it. We'll talk about it after, but I know
Next
I could do
episode.
it. If someone wants me to rip their ear off, you could totally fucking rip an ear off. So easy, but it's just never gonna I don't think it's ever gonna come off.
We can't condone ripping ears on the show.
Go rip a fucking.
Go rip a fucking ear off. And this one actually made me I wanted this to be the last one because it just made me laugh my ass off. Would you rather fight a vicious dog or a viscous dog? I say the viscous dog because when I picture viscous, it's just like it's made out of pudding and I can just kick it to death.
I don't know, but you're still
Like,
kicking a dog.
well, like, okay, but the vicious dog, I'm picturing like the Resident Evil hounds coming at me. So it's like, do I want to fight the Resident Evil dog or a dog I can kick into a puddle?
That's true. You make a solid point.
Puddle dog is going down.
Me and Puddle Dog.
Sorry, puddle dog, you got cursed by a gypsy.
You suplex and it just
Just water everywhere. Like in the first X-Men movie when the guy just turned into water, it's that. But it's a dog.
Or in Terminator 2 where the guy turns into that metal shit.
Oh, yeah, where he's like the liquid
God,
metal.
I love that. I try to bring that up as much as I can. As a kid, I was like, I hope I get to do this one day.
How old do I have to be before I turn into a liquid Terminator?
And he like makes the spike and just goes through the guy's chin. And when you watch it on TV, they censor that out. So it's
Which is
just
so
very
awful.
weird.
Because you just see him going,
Yeah, his arm turns
Staring
into a
with the
spike
fist.
and then it's just like
Him
blurred out.
staring.
And you're like, what happened?
if you've never seen the movie, the context is just bullshit.
Yeah, I want to be that guy.
You have to go on YouTube and type in unedited Terminator 2 scenes.
God, I want to watch. Let's watch that after we
Let's watch
wrap
that
this
after
up.
the show. That sounds good.
But yeah, that's it. I feel like we really got into some questions.
No, I think this was a really top quality show. Yeah, so
I thought it was shit.
That's it.
Would you rather us keep going or kill
just cancel the
ourselves?
show altogether? Throw off your vote in the polls. We'll put a poll on Facebook. Should the Dapper Dads
Can't
keep
put
going
a poll
or
on
kill
Facebook.
themselves?
It's stupid.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Anyway.
So shout off in the comments. Should the dads keep going or kill themselves? You decide.
You decide to choose your own adventure. So yeah, the www.thedapperdads.com, dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com, and 4027-DAPPER. That's 4027327737. We have so many ways to contact us. Submit things on the website.
Get
email
at us. Talk to us. We respond. We're cool guys to talk to.
We're real cool guys.
Well, I mean, like, don't feel like you can't approach us about stuff. I have people in my social circle who will come up to me and talk to me about the show, and it's like I want people who might listen to the show but not know me very well feel like they can just come up and talk to me because it's like I want. I'm
very aggressive in person.
Well, we're ultra aggressive in person. We're kicking viscous dogs and catapulting babies everywhere. Take the baby.
Take the baby and catapult it.
Take the baby. Catapult it into a viscous dog. Don't catch it.
If you have an unwanted baby, give it to the Dapper Dads who will catapult it and one will catch it. Maybe. Hopefully.
Dapper Dad Busters. That's what we'll do. We'll just do insane Would You Rathers instead of Mythbusters.
Yeah, just very ridiculous ones.
Well, we'll get this wrapped up. As always, thank you everyone for sticking around this long. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for checking us out. And
yes. Give us those 5-star ratings on Facebook and iTunes and whatever else does it. Show it to your friends. Help us spread this fucking fire so we can continue to give you fire content.
And as always, shout out to you for making this dream a reality.
Yes, we love you.
Thank you, everyone, so much for not sending us anything.
Yeah, thanks for all the lackluster shit. You know what? I'm really sick of these